Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Grace. We've got a mat Pilates class today. No equipment, just yourself and somewhere to move. We are going to be doing some of the more advanced mat work pieces today, so keep that in mind. And we're going to start standing, so make your way to the back end of your mat, of your space, and we'll start with just some standing and centering. So bring the feet and legs together, hands down by the sides. You're feeling the feet root down and the midline of the body lift up. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. On your next inhale, take 3 rolls of the shoulders back. For 2. 1 more time. And then reverse for 3, 2. Last time. You're lifting the shoulders up to the ears and gliding them down the back again. Lift and glide. Last time. You lower, take an inhale, plie, little bend at the knees, and then lift to lengthen. Again, bend and press. Ribs and abs are in, reaching the sit bones down for the heels. For 2. Last time. Lift everything up and lengthen. Press the hands down by your sides. Take a big wave up to stay. Contract to roll down to your forward fold. Pulse the spine down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay right in your forward fold. Just take a bend at the knees and then straighten the knees back out. Again, little bend and straighten. Take a look at the kneecaps. Last 2. 1 more time. Legs go straight. Root down to unravel as you roll yourself all the way back up. Take a wave up to stay. Find your turned out first, or your Pilates V. So heels together, toes apart. Pull the midline together and push the hips off center. Come all the way through the middle and up and over to the other side. Creating that nice long arc in the spine. As you come through center, contract to roll down to your forward fold. You pulse the spine down for 6, 5, 4. Feeling the low belly make the movement happen for 2, 1. Stay in the fold. Take a bend at the knees, your plie, and pull the legs back together. Inhale, bend, and straighten. Last 2. 1 more time, legs come together, and then roll yourself all the way back up to stand. Take a wave up to stay. Feet go back parallel. Press the hands down. Take a wave up. Contract over. Walk the hands out to your downward dog or your upstretch position where your hips are high. Fingertips are spread here. Weight is out of the wrists. You lift the heels up and then press the heels down. We lift and exhale to press. Deepening the hip folds, getting some length in the back body. Last time up and lower. Lift your heels up to stay. You're shifting forward to your high plank. You're here for 10. Deep breath in. In 5, you pike the hips back. In 4, 3, 2, pike the hips back. Lift and lower your heels for 3, 2. Last time up, shift forward for 10, 9. Ribs and abs in. In 5, you're piking the hips. In 3, 2, 1, hips up, heels down. Lower the heels for 3. Lift and press for 2. Last time up, shift forward. Your final 10 seconds in your plank here. In 5, with the most control and as slow as you can, start to lower yourself all the way down. All the way, all the way. You'll untuck the toes and just rest the forehead down on your hands for a moment. Take a deep breath. Let the belly and ribs release. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back into rest position. A deep hollow belly. Walk the hands 1 inch further away. And then your next breath, you roll yourself back to sit up tall on your heels. We're just gonna take a minute for the rest. So hands down by the sides, reach your fingertips back behind you, lead with the wrists as you lift up, and then paint the palms down. We go up and paint. Last two. And then lift your hands up. You'll roll the wrists this time as you wave the hands all the way down. Sit off to one hip. We're coming into a little bit of prep before our 100. So feet are planted, knees are bent. Give yourself a little tug on the shins. See if you can get any higher on top of the sit bones. And without collapsing into the shoulders, take a little tiny mini roll back and then lift yourself back up. Exhale. And lift. Just enough for you to get onto the back of the sit bones. Last two. Final time, hold that little mini roll back. Release the hands forward, go 1 inch deeper, and then come all the way up. Big exhale, halfway back. And lift. Last two. Energy through the fingertips. Hold that halfway roll back, and then with all the control, you're gonna roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Hands land down by the sides. Bring your knees, or bring your feet rather, a little bit closer to you, right underneath your knees. And we're gonna take a moment for the shoulders. So take a reach up overhead and then press the hands down. We'll do that again. Big reach and wave and press all the way down. Beautiful. Take your fingertips up to the ceiling this time. Palms are facing forward. You take a big wide inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl the head, neck, and shoulders. Lower, actively lengthen back out. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lengthen out. You're here for 3. Sinking the low abdominals, contracting the upper together. The next time you curl forward, hold that contraction up. Legs come to tabletop. We're gonna use a double breath for our 100 today. So inhale, exhale. Send the feet to the sky. Lower just a third of the way. For 3. For 2. Lower down your second third. For 3. For 2. Lower to your lowest point. For 3. For 2. Last set. Hold it here. Lift the hands up, lower just the legs, and then come all the way down. Nice job. Take a long body stretch. Just release through the ribs and abs for a moment. Take a big flaring breath in. Exhale, let it go. Keeping your legs long on your mat. We're coming into roll up. So flex the feet, lift the hands. Curl forward into the frame of the biceps and take that roll up all the way over. Pulse forward for 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the feet, and then with control, you roll yourself all the way back down. Again, hands come up, feet flex. Curl forward, take it up over to pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the feet and roll it out, bone by bone, all the way. You've got it for 2 more. Lift, flex, and curl up over 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the feet. You're getting longer every time. Your final set, lift and flex. Use the breath to take you over for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then as slow as you can go, roll to the back of the sit bones, to the base of the pelvis, all the way out through the crown of the head. Hands land above. Reach them up for the ceiling and press them down by the sides. Somewhere between a V and a T, just for some more surface area. You're bringing your knees into your chest, and then send the feet up to the sky. We're gonna work the point and flex of the feet. So inhale, flex the feet. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex, and point, just for 2. Last time, hold the point into roll over. Use the low abdominals to scoop the legs over. Separate your legs to a narrow V, flex the feet, and then roll yourself all the way down. We'll point the feet, legs together, and then same thing, take it up over. Separate the legs, flex the feet, and roll it back down. You've got one more time. Point the feet, legs together, take it up over. Separate to flex, and all the way back down. Pull the legs together. This time, open to your V. Take the V up over, legs together, flex the feet, and then roll it down. So the inverse, we point to separate. V goes overhead, legs together, flex, all the way back down. One last time, point. V, overhead, together, flex, and then roll it all the way down. Just work the point and flex for 3. Last time, point, and then with control, lower the legs all the way down onto the mat. Lift your hands up, flex your feet. Use your exhale to curl all the way up over you. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way up, and hands can come down by your sides. We're gonna come into rolling like a ball next. So feet together, knees apart, and you're wrapping your arms around the outside of the legs. If you're looking to challenge yourself in rolling like a ball today, instead of grabbing on, you're gonna do straight arms, but you gotta keep your arms and your knees pressing against one another. Wherever you choose, hover your feet off of the mat. Bring the focus to the pelvis, you roll back, and exhale, find that suspension. Again, inhale, exhale up. Pull the belly away from the thighs for 2. Last time. Hold that suspension at the top. Hands come onto the right shin. Extend your left leg. Roll back to your upper contraction. Stomach series. Switch sides and switch. Switch and switch. For 2. One more time each side. Knees come to the chest. Double leg stretch, arms and legs. Sweep the arms, pull the knees in. We reach out and pull. Just for 2. Last time, knees come in. One foot up to the ceiling, one out straight in front of you. You scissor switch. Try to take that contraction off the shoulder blades. For 3, 2, one more set each side. Feet come up to the ceiling, glue your legs together. Hands can either come behind the head or under your low back. We lower the legs flexed and point the feet to lift. Inhale, lower, point, lift. Just for 3, 2, last time, point up into crisscross, hands behind the head. We rotate through center. Use the exhales, wring out the lungs. That is what allows you to get deeper in your rotation. Last set on each side. Knees to the chest, lower the head. Take a deep breath. You're gonna rock and roll yourself up to seated. Coming into spine stretch next. Legs are out long on your mat, about mat width distance. I have tight hips. I like legs in a diamond. You may like that as well. If your legs are in a diamond today, we're not just splaying open, splaying open. It's an active diamond, so a little bit of lift. Arms are out on a shelf, no matter where your legs are. We keep them here on this level. Take an inhale, get taller. Exhale, crown of the head leads the way, you spine stretch forward, and then roll yourself all the way back up. Inhale higher. Exhale, roll. Full breath takes you back up. You're here for 2. Last time up over. And stack the spine, come all the way up. Extend your legs out if they aren't already. Arms are out to a T. We're coming into our saw. So it's an inhale to rotate, and then 3 breaths out as you reach, reach, reach. Come up in your rotation, and then through center. We'll go the other way. Rotate. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Lift up. And center. Again, rotate, reach, reach, reach through center, and twist. One more time each direction. Up through center. You can lower the hands, bring the knees in so that we're in that shortened diamond position this time. Hands are gonna come on top of your ankles through the legs. And that same balance that you found for rolling like a ball, we're gonna do for our open leg rocker prep. So hover the feet. On your inhale, reach your right leg out, and exhale, pull back. Left leg goes, and then see if you can hit that double leg extension. We'll start on the left, and pull. Right, pull, hit that double if you can. You've got 2 more sets. Double, belly pulls away from the thighs. Last time. Wherever you are, we're landing with that double leg extension. Pull the legs together. Inhale, glide them open. Exhale, pull. Really point through the toes. For 2. 1, legs together to stay. Release the hands. You're gonna keep the hands and feet up as you roll yourself all the way down. Bring your hands out to a T. Backs of the arms are pressing into the mat. Coming into some corkscrew prep, we tilt the legs to the right and pull through center to the left and pull. So 1 hip is lifting, and you're using the obliques to pull you back through center. Last time each side. Coming all the way through center into full corkscrew. You take the legs up over, roll down one side of your spine, circling the legs down, up the other, and then full roll over, reverse. Down one side of the spine, legs circle, big exhale, take it up. You've got 1 more time, each direction. Use the breath, big exhale all the way up over, and then slowly roll yourself all the way down. Legs land on the mat. Lift the hands, flex the feet. Use your roll up to curl forward. Pulse the spine forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift everything up and press the hands down by your side. Moving right into some swan. We're not gonna do the full swan dive today, but we'll do baby swan and then just a full big swan, I guess you would call it. So arms are out to a W, elbows are down on the mat, the tops of the feet are pressing down, and the pelvis is pressing down into the mat. Notice how when you do that, you get a little bit more space in the low back here. So that's what we wanna hold on to. Just baby swan to start. You're gonna look slightly forward, lift the heart, and then exhale, lower everything down. We'll do that again. Big inhale, mini extension, and lower. Sometimes I've heard the analogy, is it an analogy? I don't know if that's the right word, but like you're rolling a marble away with your nose to initiate the movement. Last two. Keep pressing the pelvis. Hold that mini baby swan and then press into the palms to lift up to big swan. And a long exhale to lower yourself all the way down. We'll come right into big swan, roll up. And big exhale to lower yourself down. You've got it for a few more. As you lower, I want you to think about laying the belly button and the ribs down at the same time. For 2. Last time, lift. And exhale all the way down. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back into a rest position for a moment, just to find some opposition in the spine. One more deep breath here. And then shuffle yourself back forward onto your belly. We're coming into single leg kick next. So we're up on the forearms. Give your elbows a little tug. And then rather than just letting yourself collapse down towards the mat, you're pressing down into the forearms and lifting the ribs to protect the low back here. We'll start with the right leg. We go flex, point, lower. Left goes flex, point, lower. On the right, flex, point, lower. Left, point, lower. 2 more sets. Last set on each side. Final time. Lower all the way down. We're coming into double leg kick next. So your right cheek is on the mat. Hands are one palm on top of the other on the back. You're feeling the reach through the toes. Inhale, reach your hands for your heels as you lift up into extension. As you lower onto your opposite cheek, heels come in for kick, kick, kick. Reach out, big extension, and then we come in for kick, kick, kick. One more time each side. And kick, kick, kick. Lift up to that extension to stay. Circle the arms and press yourself back into your rest position. Take a deep breath. And then starting from the pelvis, roll yourself all the way up into seated. You're gonna swing your legs around. We'll come into some pelvic press next. So to get down, we plant the feet, grab on top of the shins, give yourself a tug, get any higher, and then exhale, little mini roll back, release the hands, and you'll slowly roll yourself all the way down. Bring the heels in right underneath the knees or so, and we'll start with some distance between the feet. So maybe about sit bone distance apart, hip width distance-ish. Backs of the arms are active into the mat. Use a pelvic curl to initiate the movement, and then take the hips up into your bridge, melting it down, upper back, middle back, low back, and pelvis reaches out. Again, curl the pelvis to initiate the movement. And melt, piece by piece, bone by bone. Keeping the throat and neck long and open. Last 2 times up. Final time. Getting more length out of the low back and all the way down. Bring your feet now so that they're right next to each other in parallel. If this becomes uncomfortable for the knees, you can always find that separation again. This is just for that added challenge. So same process, we curl the pelvis to initiate and then take the hips up and then roll it all the way back down. We'll do that again, curl to roll up. And it's not really about how high we can push the hips up here. It's more about how long we can get across the hips and how much energy we can get out through the knees. So from shoulders to knees, you've got that one long line for 2. The next time you take your hips up, hold it. You're gonna bring the weight slightly into the left foot so that you can extend the right leg out. Lift the leg up to the ceiling. Flex the foot to lower, point to lift. We flex lower and point for 2. One last time, point, knees bolt together, and then lower the foot down. We'll go right onto the left. We point, extend, flex, lower. For 2. Last time, lift, bolt the knees, toe ball, heel, you lower down. You're still in your bridge. Regather that organization and then melt yourself all the way back down. You're taking yourself right back up, full bridge, pelvic presses up. Melt it down. You've got it here just for 2 more. Roll it out. And last time up. And all the way back down. Extend the legs out onto your mat. Flex the feet, lift the hands. Curl forward. We're using our roll up to come over. We pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift everything up. And then hands press out to a T. We're coming into spine twist. So keep the feet flexed. We're gonna go right, right, exhale, center, left, left, center. Double inhale. Be mindful of the feet here, that one foot is not shifting further than the other, that we're keeping that rotation from the ribs. Last set. To the left. Come all the way through center, press the hands up, and then press the hands all the way down. You're gonna roll yourself back. We're coming into jackknife. So all the way down on your back. Hands are down by the sides, a V. Bring the knees into the chest and the feet up to the sky. We're working just the point and flex to start. So flex the feet back and exhale, point, lengthen. Inhale, flex and point. Last 2 times. And then point the feet to stay. So we use our rollover to scoop the legs up overhead, and then keeping the hips lifted, you're gonna press the hamstrings open, close from the hip crease, and then roll yourself down bone by bone. That's what we're sticking with for jackknife today. So take the legs up over, open the hip creases, fold them back. Use a full breath to articulate yourself back down. We've got it for 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. And roll. Final time. Lift, lower, and roll all the way down. Legs are gonna land on the mat. Reach the hands up overhead. Take a deep breath in, let it go. And then rolling over onto your left side. Doesn't really matter which side, but you're lined up with the back edge of your mat. And you're bringing your feet forward to the front edge. So you've got a break at the hips here. And you're up on the forearm. If that's uncomfortable, head and hand are all the way down on your bicep. But if forearm works, then take that. We're gonna release the ribs and release down into the shoulder. Just be relaxed. And then gather everything up, you organize. Good, release down and gather. Hold that organization. Ribs are up, crown of the head is long. Top leg lifts, you bring it forward and then point the foot to sweep it back, flexing forward. Point, sweep. If you're looking for an added challenge, hand behind the head. For 3, upper body is steady. For 2, Last time you sweep back. A flex foot hovers over the bottom leg, and then circles for 5, 4, keep pushing that mat away with the elbow, for 2, last time, and then reverse for 5, 4, push out through that top hip, last 2, 1 more, and then lower all the way down. I'm gonna bring my hand out in front of me. We're working the turnout, so feet are still flexed, just that top foot is gonna rotate up, and then back parallel. This is your turnout. We open and close. That rotation comes from the hip socket. So feel the femur stirring, rotating, and then back for 2. Last time, and then bring them parallel. You'll swing the legs back so you're in one long line, and you're lowering down onto the bicep now. So glue your ear onto your arm. Top hand can be up on the floor, next to the chest. Your legs are pulled so tight together, and you're reaching so far out of the toes that your legs lift, and then you lower. We reach out to come up and lower, keeping that lift, that light feeling on the underside waist, and tension out of the jaw. Using the waistline to make that movement happen for 2. Hold it up, flex the feet, just that top leg goes higher and lower. Lift and press. Energy is pushing from the bottoms of the feet for 2. Last time, legs together, point and lower all the way down. Roll over onto the belly. One palm on top of the other, forehead is resting down, legs are in a turnout. You lift the legs up and then beat the heels together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down, and we're gonna come right onto the other side. So set yourself up to the back edge, legs are forward. You're up on the forearm, and just release everything down, let it go, and then gather the ribs and the shoulder, and then release everything down. And last time, hold that lift, hold the organization. Top leg is up, we bring it forward. Point to sweep it back. Flexed and point. Upper body is working just as much as that leg right now. You're stabilizing, so it's a lot of core. For 3, for 2. Last time, sweep back, and then a flexed foot hovers over the bottom leg. You've got your circles for 5. Check in with the ribs, push them out away. Last 2, 1, and then reverse for 5. 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. You're working the turnout, so foot rotates up and back parallel. Movement happening from the hip socket. Stir the femur open and close. For 3, 2. Last time, go parallel, swing the legs back. You're all the way down on your bicep now. So ear is glued down to the arm, pull the midline tight, you reach out to lift and out to lower. Bottom waist is light and lifted. Squeeze the ankles together. Last 3, 2. Hold the legs up, flex the feet, just that top leg goes higher, and press. Don't go slack on that bottom leg, keep it active for 4, 3, last 2. One more time up. Lower, point the feet, and roll all the way down. You're pressing yourself up to swing your legs around. We're coming into teaser. So sit up tall on top of the sit bones. Reach the hands up, contract over the legs. Pulse forward for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly with control, roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Hands land above your head. Your feet are pointed. Your midline is tight. Full teaser. Sweep the arms wide. Curl the head forward. Hover the legs, you lift up. And then roll yourself all the way down. Arms sweep wide. Use the exhale to lift. And then roll it back down. Ideally, in a perfect world, we get the arms, the head, and the feet up at the same time and lay them out at the same time. You've got it for 2. One last time. Hold that teaser up. Bring the arms back behind you. Hip circles, we go to the right. Exhale up. Reverse and up. So weight is transferring a little bit here. You're using the exhales to connect to the core. Last time. Hold the legs up. Find your teaser position and then roll yourself all the way down. Whew, okay, flex the feet, lift the hands, curl forward, use the roll up, pulse forward for 4, 3, 2, 1, lift everything up, place the hands back behind you. We're coming into leg pull. So arms are slightly behind you, your toes are pointed to start, and it's a pelvic curl that initiates the movement. As you take the hips up, focus comes to the ceiling, pause. Can you get any longer through the toes and the crown of the head? Now flex the feet and break at the hips to come down. Point the feet, curl the pelvis, lift up, flex, and break. So it's almost like a body roll here. We point to roll up and flex to break down. Last time, point, roll it up, flex, break down. Good. Take the arms, reach up and over the legs, grab on for the feet, the ankles, the shins. Crown of the head is heavy for a moment here. And then roll yourself all the way up to sit tall. We're coming right into our side bend. So you're facing sideways. Your hand, palms are facing towards the top edge of your mat. Your top foot is crossed over the bottom. So ankles are slightly crossed here. You're in an elongated position. Your arm is out to the side. Now, as you press the hips up, you're in your side plank. As you reach your top hand overhead, lift the hips higher. Come back through side plank and then twist over. We go up, hips lift, side plank to lower. Last time up, reach the hips and lower, lift to that side plank, and then bend the knees to bring yourself in. We'll come right onto the other side. So top ankles crossed over the bottom, elongated position, arm is out. Take that breath into side plank. Hips up, arm over, side plank, we bend. Last time. Lift to the side plank and then bend the knees to bring yourself all the way in. If you need a little roll of the wrists, you can take that now. And then we're coming into our control balance next. So plant the feet, reach the hands forward. Every time we come up and down, we use the core. We make everything functional. Hands land down by the sides. Bring your knees into your chest. Feet go up to the sky. You're using your rollover to take the legs up overhead. If you can, toes touch the floor. Circle your arms to grab onto your right ankle. Lift the left foot up and lower. Right and lower. Left, lower, right, lower. We'll do one more set each side. Feeling that reach through the toes. Circle the arms back down by your sides and roll yourself all the way down. Legs will land, flex the feet, lift the hands, you guessed it. We're using that roll up to come up and over. Pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it all up. Hands down by the sides. We're gonna come onto quadruped or tabletop. So hands are right underneath the shoulders. Your hips are over your knees, and you're stepping 1 foot at a time back behind you. So high plank position, this should feel a little familiar. Pike the hips back. Walk your hands to your feet, find your forward fold, and then root down to rise up, stacking your bones. Big wave up. Contract all the way down. Walk yourself out to your up stretch or your downward dog. Lift and lower your heels just for 2. 1 more. Lift the heels up to stay. Shift forward, high plank. You can either stay on the toes or drop to the knees for 5 push-ups. We inhale, lower, and press for 4, 3, last 2. Ooh, 1 more time, big exhale, and then pike the hips back. Oh my God, I almost didn't make it. Walk your hands to your feet. Find your forward fold. Just hang out here for a moment. Give the head a nod, yes. A shake, no. And then stay down in that forward fold. Pulse the spine for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay in your fold. Just take a bend at the knees. And then straighten the knees back out again. Maybe you take a look at your knees or even the upper inner thighs for 2. Last time, legs go straight, and then roll yourself all the way back up to stand. We'll finish off with our standing and centering to put the bookends on it. Roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, 1, reverse for 3, 2, 1. Lift the shoulders up to the ears and down the back 2 more times up. Last time, lift and lower, and we'll finish with 3 big waves up. Last big breath in, and a heavy press all the way down. Thank you so much for moving with me. I hope you had a good time. I know I did, and I will see you next time.